Good to see you again, students. So far, in all our previous classes, in all our previous video classes, we have learned the transformation of direct speech to indirect speech or direct narration to indirect narration when the reporting verb is in past tense. When the reporting verb is in past tense. If the dialogue is assertive, what changes will take place? If the dialogue is yes no interrogative, what changes will take place? If this is WH interrogative, if this is imperative, if this is an exclamatory sentence, what are the changes that we make? We have learned all those things. If this reporting verb is in past tense, study this sentence. Roshan said. Observe the sentence. Roshan said. This is not enclosed in quotes, hence it is reporting verb. This statement, this sentence is enclosed in quotes, hence this is a dialogue. We all know that. Now focus on the reporting verb. Observe the verb here. You may have said here, said to, asked, questioned, inquired, exclaimed, ordered, commanded, requested. Any word, any verb that is in V2 form, that means the reporting verb is in past tense. When this reporting verb is in past tense, how the changes will occur has been learned by all of us. Now we shall focus on this. If the reporting verb, this word, is in present tense, not in past tense, is in present tense. If this reporting verb is in present tense, how do we make changes while transforming this direct speech or direct narration to indirect speech or indirect narration? Observe this sentence. Now, you observe this sentence. You can see a simple change. The reporting verb here, the verb in the reporting verb changes to V1 form, that is present form. Observe here, it is not said now, it is says. That means this is V1 form or present form, or you can say infinitive, bare infinitive, whatever it is. This is in V1 form. That means the reporting verb is now in present tense. The reporting verb, this is reporting verb, is now in present tense. And rest of the sentence is as usual. Now, what are the major changes? One point we should remember, when the reporting verb is in present tense, the tense in the dialogue doesn't change to any past related tenses. Do you understand? The tense in the dialogue. What is the tense in this dialogue? Will plus V1. Whenever you want to identify the tense, your focus should be on the verb part, not any other part. Not the subject, not the object, not the phrase, not noun, not pronoun, not adjective, not adverb, not conjunction, not preposition, not interjection will tell you the tense. The only one part that tells you, that helps you to identify the tense in a sentence, whatever is the sentence, whatever is the kind of sentence, the part that helps you identify the tense is verb. So if you want to identify the tense of a sentence, you should focus on verb. You should pick out the verb. You should be able to identify the verb in the sentence. Then that verb tells you in which tense the sentence is given. So in this sentence, the verb is will plus V1. Will see is the verb. Will is the helping verb. See is the main verb, and that is in V1 form. Will plus V1 means simple future. Will plus V1 indicates simple future. So the dialogue is in simple future. This tense doesn't change while you write, while you transform this sentence into indirect speech, while you transform these two into indirect speech. That means the simple future remains simple future. If you are given simple present tense here, it remains simple present tense. If you are given present continuous here, it remains present continuous. If you are given simple future, simple future. If you are given present perfect here, it remains present perfect in your answer. If you are given present perfect continuous tense here, it remains present perfect continuous tense here. Remember, when you have the reporting verb is in present tense, you will not be given here a sentence in any of the past tenses or past related tenses. This is very, very important point that has to be taken into consideration. Please be careful, listen carefully. If the reporting verb, this is in present tense, if the reporting verb is given in present tense, your dialogue will be either in any of the simple present tenses or in any of the simple future tenses. In any of the present tenses, that means it could be in either simple present tense, present continuous, present perfect, or present perfect continuous, or any of the future related tenses. That means in simple future or future continuous or future perfect or future perfect continuous tense, but not in any of the past related tenses. That means the dialogue will never be in either in simple past tense or past continuous or past perfect or past perfect continuous tenses or any of the past verbs. Any of the past verbs. This is a very, very important point that is to be taken care of. Do you understand? Well, the reporting verb is in present tense. The dialogue here could be either in any of the present related tenses or any of the future related tenses, but not in definitely, absolutely, for sure, it will not definitely be in any of the past related tenses. Got it? Now we shall see how the transformation occurs. As I have already, all other changes remain same. You have to identify the dialogue, and after that, what is the kind of dialogue? That means what is the kind of sentence in the dialogue? The kind of sentence in the dialogue is assertive. I have already told you number of times. I explained on all the previous videos. If you want to see if you want to know about the kinds of sentences, I've got a video based on kinds of sentences. Please do watch it. Then you can understand. So this is an assertive sentence. This is an assertive sentence. This is dialogue, and this is of course, this is a dialogue, and this is an assertive sentence. Another changes are as usual. Now we shall see how the answer will be. How do we write it into indirect narration? Just like that. This Roshan is the speaker. Roshan is the speaker. That means he is speaking. He is speaking this dialogue. I will see you tomorrow. See here, says is given. No listener is given here. Listener is omitted here. I have already told you in that sense. You have to imagine yourself to be the listener. That means in this case, I am imagining myself to be the listener. That means Roshan is speaking to me. Roshan is telling me something. So speaker doesn't change. Roshan says remains says. It doesn't change. If you are given says to, it remains, it changes to, not tells to. Says to. Roshan says to me. If you are given that. Otherwise, Roshan says me. Roshan tells me. Say or says changes to tell or tells. See, in the past, said or said to. Said remains said to changes to told. past form, to their past form, it is changing. It is changing to their corresponding past form. Present form. Says remains says. If you are given says me, here you will write tells me. Tells tells me. Roshan says. In the assertive sentence, we don't write me. And as this is assertive, we will write the conjunction that. And now, who is this I? Roshan is the I, because Roshan is speaking and he is saying I will. I gives reference to Roshan, so I changes to he, as this is the case of male. If it is female, it changes to she. And will, if the reporting verb is in past tense, will changes to would. But here the reporting verb is in present tense. The reporting verb is in present tense. I have already told you that tense doesn't change. It is in simple future, so your answer also should be in simple future. That means will plus V1 remains same. He will. Will doesn't change to would. Remember, that's very important point. Will doesn't change to would. Will plus V1 remains will. Will plus V1. Will, see, and you. Again another pronoun you in the objective case place. You is giving reference to me. See, he is saying I will see you. Roshan will see me. So you changes to me as usual, and tomorrow as usual changes to the next day or the following day. The next day. Full stop. So this is your answer. Observe now. Roshan says. Here this is the verb that is in V1 form. You can say this is infinitive, or you can say this is V1 form, or you can say this is in present form. Whatever you say. This is in V1 form. That means this is in present tense. This is conjunction. This is pronoun change. And this is again in simple future. The same tense. Will plus V1 remains will plus V1. So it doesn't change. The tense doesn't change. Okay? And rest of the changes, they will take place just like in any other case. Even in a reporting verb is in past tense, how you will change? The same way you will have to change this you into me in this case, because he is speaking to me. Tomorrow changes to the next. Like this, you have to change this. Understand? Once please take a good care of this. This is very important. Study this sentence. Possible, note it down. Okay. We have another example. Study the question. Can you help me? The man asks the girl. First, dialogue and reporting verb identification. Now in this example, dialogue is given first and reporting verb is given next. And the major change is the reporting verb, the verb in this reporting part is in V1 form again, is in present form. That means the reporting verb is again in present tense. Now see the dialogue. The dialogue is an yes-no interrogative. The dialogue is now an yes-no interrogative. How do we change this? As usual, wherever is your reporting verb, you should start your answer with reporting verb. And now the most important change is the reporting verb. In the reporting verb, the verb is in V1 form. That means in present tense form. And while transforming this yes-no interrogative, as I have already explained in our previous examples, one more step is, we have to write one more step extra, that is transforming this yes-no interrogative to SR2 sentence. Transforming this yes-no interrogative to SR2. How do we do this? As I have already told you, yes-no interrogative always begins with a helping verb. The starting word is helping verb. There is no doubt. The starting word is definitely a helping verb. Is absolutely a helping verb. There is no doubt. So can is the helping verb and help is the main verb. Help is the main verb. In between these two, whatever you have, that all comes under subject. Remember this point. Between this helping verb and main verb, whatever you have. In all my examples, you have just got only one word. In your examinations, either academic or test, whatever it is, you may have many words here. You may have a phrase here, you may have a noun phrase here, or something else. You may have more than one word. Whatever it is, this all comes under subject. That is very important. Do you understand what I say? The word between, or the words between the helping verb and main verb come under subject. So you have to interchange these two places. That means you in the place of can in the place of you. That means you will write you can help me. This is full stop, SR2 sentence. Now this is SR2 sentence. Now let's write our answer. This is rough work. Now let's write our answer. We should start with the helping verb, the reporting verb. The reporting verb is the man asks. It doesn't change. The man asks. If you are given says here, says there, you will write here asks. If you are given says there or say there, you have to write here either asks or questions or inquires. Any word that gives the meaning that the question is being asked. Here I am writing asks. The man asks the girl. Here the speaker is the man and the listener is the girl. This is very important. The speaker is the man. That means the man is speaking this dialogue. The girl is the listener. If you understand these two, now you can make changes to these pronouns easily. Otherwise, you will have a great confusion over there. You will make definitely a mistake over there. There is no doubt. You please first understand the reporting verb and keep on telling you the same thing. Please understand the reporting verb. Who is the speaker? The man is the speaker. Who is the listener? The girl is the listener. What is the man speaking? Can you help me? Who is he speaking to? The girl. This should be understood very clearly. Okay. Now, as this is S-no interrogative, see, now the dialogue is not assertive. Dialogue is S-no interrogative. You have to write if or whether. I am writing in this case if as the conjunction. You can write whether, there is no problem. The man asks the girl if. Now here it starts. You have to take this sentence into consideration, not this dialogue. While writing answer, you have to take the SR2 sentence into consideration, not this one. Here you gives reference to the girl. So you changes to she. Got it? Next. Can changes to could or not? No. Because the reporting verb is in present tense. So can remains can. Will remains will. Shall remains shall. May remains may. Is remains either is or are. Likewise, are changes to either are. Sometimes it remains are. Sometimes it changes to is depending on the subject that you write. If the subject is singular, it changes to is. If the subject is plural, it remains are. Got it? Likewise, have or has. They remain change. If the number of the subject changes, that means if the subject becomes singular, has. If the subject becomes plural, have. Likewise, depending on the number of the subject, they change, but the tense remains same. Present perfect remains present perfect. Present perfect continuous tense remains present perfect continuous. Simple future remains simple future. Likewise. So here can doesn't change. She can. Main verb also doesn't change. Help. If she can help me. Who is me here? The man is the me. Me is giving reference to the man. She can help. So here it changes to him. Full stop. Likewise, your answer will be the man asks is in V1 form. That means in present tense. The girl, as usual, because this is S-no interrogative, if or whether. You is giving reference to the man, the reference to the girl. She. Can doesn't change, verb doesn't change. Can help remains same. You gives reference to the man, so you'll write him. Likewise, your answers. You have to write your answer. Please check this out. Please check this out once. Okay, let's see another example. When the reporting verb is in present tense, but the dialogue is a WH interrogative. Study this sentence. When and how does she reach here? You can see a question. This is dialogue, you know. A question mark interrogative. WH words, WH interrogative. So this is dialogue and WH interrogative. Got it? You all know? This is the dialogue and this is a WH interrogative. And that is reporting verb. And the verb in the reporting verb is in V1 form. Says. S-A-Y-S, says. So now the reporting verb is in present tense. How do we change it? As usual, as I have already explained you, when you are given a WH interrogative, ignore these WH words. When and how, these two are WH words. Ignore these two WH words. And the rest of the sentence will be S-no interrogative. When you ignore These two WH words, or in some cases one WH word, the rest of the sentence becomes S no interrogative. What do we do with S no interrogative? Transform this S no interrogative to SR2 sentence. S no interrogative, as I've told you already, always begins with helping verb and identify the main verb. In between these two, whatever you have, you may have one word, more than one word. All these come under subject. Interchange these two places. Swap the places of subject and helping verb. In this case, she does reach here. Full stop. Now this becomes an SR2 sentence, not WH interrogative. And rest of the changes as usual. Bring the reporting verb to the first place. The man, the woman, the woman. Says changes to asks or questions or inquires, any word which gives the meaning of a question is being asked. The women, I am writing questions, verb form, not noun form. Question, when used as a verb, question, the word question, when used as a verb, becomes regular verb. That means DR, ED in V2 and V3 forms. V1 form SRES, depending on the subject. As the subject is third person singular, the verb takes SRES here. The woman questions me. In WH interrogatives and S no interrogatives, when you are not given the listener, you can write me. So that's why it is not given there. I am writing here. The women, observe the verb, questions. This is also in V1 form. The women questions me. So in the WH interrogative, you have to write the same WH word as your conjunction. When and how. The same two WH words should be written here. When and how. She, now the sentence, SR2 sentence. She is the third person reference. It doesn't change. I've already told you. I, we, you. These three first and second person related pronouns. Either in subjective case, objective case, possessive case, whatever is the case. I, we, you. These three are the pronouns that change. Not any other pronoun. Third person references don't change. So this is third person reference. It doesn't change. How, she. This is in present tense. I've already told you tense doesn't change. So you can write the same verb. She does reach. Here changes to there. This is your answer. The woman questions me. When and how. She does reach there. You can change this does reach to reaches. REACHES. It gives the same meaning. Meaning is not same. It has got a different meaning, but construction wise it is correct. You can write does reach, or this does plus V1 can be changed to verb plus SRES. See, does plus any V1 can be changed to V1 plus SRES. Does plus V1. Does plus V1 can be written V1 plus SRES. So does reach here can be written reaches. So your answer can be like this. The woman questions me when and how she reaches there. When and how she reaches there. Sir, can't I write does reach there? You can write, but you better write this one. Got it? Do you understand? Have a glance. If possible, note it down. And I've explained you SR2 model, S no interrogative, WH interrogative. Imperative model, as there is no verb change, you don't need to worry about. For example, if you are given, she says, okay, I'll give you one more example, then you can understand it easily. First, take a note of this. Okay, now study this sentence. This is reporting verb. The manager says, not manager. We usually say manager, but it's not, it shouldn't be pronounced manager. 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 That's what its pronunciation. The manager says. The key point is the verb in the reporting verb is in present tense. That's the key point. And this is dialogue. Do this on time and report me. Just on seeing this dialogue, you can identify that this is an imperative. This is the dialogue. You know this, and this is an imperative sentence because it begins with verb. Or you can see that it is an order. It's like in that pattern. It could be an order, command, request, advice, suggestion. All these command are imperative sentences. Just on seeing this, you can take that it's an order, it's a command. We can't use the word command. It's an order, it's an instruction, or it's an advice, suggestion, whatever it is. I feel that it feels more to be that it's an instruction. So I take it to be an instruction. So accordingly, I'll make change. This is an imperative sentence that you know. This is an imperative sentence. And the main concept is reporting verb is in present tense. As usual, the changes take place. The manager. Now I took it to be an instruction. That says here changes to instructs. The verb says changes to instructs. For example, sir, I took it to be an advice. How do we write it? In the place of instructs, advises, not advised, not instructed. That's the key point that you have to understand, because the reporting verb is in present tense. The reporting verb same changes back to present tense, and the verbs here anyway in imperative sentence, the verbs never change. The verbs never change in imperative sentence. So the main verb change only you have to take a good care of. The manager instructs me. In this case, when the listener is not given in the question, you can imagine yourself to be the listener. So I am writing the manager instructs me. Here the connective word, not the conjunction. Again and again, I am telling you this is not the conjunction, that is the connective word. To and rest of the sentence. Do. This V1 doesn't change. To do, this changes to that. Pronouns and adjectives, they do change. Adverbs, pronouns, they do change just like the other cases. Just like in the other cases, do that on time and report me changes to him or her. Whoever you take, me gives a reference to the manager. Me gives the reference to the manager. If you take that manager to be a male, him. If you feel that if you take that the manager is female, you can write there her. That doesn't matter. The manager instructs me. This is very important. The manager instructs me to do that on time, and you can write word there and report him. Likewise, the reporting verb and the changes in the dialogue take place in SR2, S-no interrogative, WH interrogative, and imperative sentences. Gain mastery of this, then you can attempt any question. You can write proper answer to any question in any one of your examinations. That could be an academic examination, or that could be an examination that meant to give you a job. You might be a job seeker. It helps you very much when you practice more. This is very, very important. Take a good care of this. Learn it carefully, understand it, practice more and more sentences. It's the only one way out is practicing more and more to gain a confidence over this, to gain mastery over this. Got it? Thank you. And if you find the video helpful, please do like, share and subscribe. Please do me the favor. Thank you.